We have find the volume of the solid that results when the region enclosed by the curve is revolved around the x-axis. Our curve this time is y equals 2 times the square root of x plus 3, y equals 0, x equals 0, x equals 2. So y equals 0 tells us we're not going below this line here. X equals 0 tells us we're not going to the left of this line at all. X equals 2 tells us we're not going to the right of this line at all. So those three things are telling us the bounds of our function. So I can tell right now, A, our lower bound is going to be 0. B, our upper bound is going to be 2 because we're going from 0 to 2. Our radius is the distance from the x-axis to our function, our curve, and in our case, when we go from the x-axis up, it is just whatever our function is. So in our case, r is equal to 2 times the square root of x plus 3. If I wanted to integrate this by hand, I would need to remind myself that this means that is x plus 3 to the 1/2 power. Okay, so we're going to go put this into our volume function, remind ourselves that our volume function is pi times the integral from a to b of r squared dx. This means pi times the integral from 0 to 2 of our radius is 2 x plus 3 to the 1/2 power. But we need to square it because it's r squared. Okay, so we have pi times the integral from 0 to 2. We have this all squared, so I'm going to square both pieces here. So I'm going to do 2 squared times x plus 3 to the 1/2 squared. 2 squared gives us 4. X plus 3 to the 1/2 raised to the second power. We're going to multiply those together. That gives us 2 over 2, which is 1. So we have 4 times x plus 3. 4 is a constant, so I can pull it up front to have 4 pi times the integral from 0 to 2 of x plus 3. X plus 3 is not too bad to antiderive. So I have 4 pi times x squared over 2 plus 3x, evaluated from 0 to 2. If we plug in 2, we have 2 squared over 2 plus 3 times 2 minus 0 squared over 2 let's rewrite that so it looks nicer. 0 squared over 2 plus 3 times 0. So all of this over here that are being multiplied by 0, that goes away. So I have 0 on this side. And we have 4 pi times 2 squared is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Plus 6. 2 plus 6 is 8. So we have 4 pi times 8. 4 times 8 is 32. So I have 32. Pi is the volume of this strip here rotated around the x-axis.